it me you're looking for? Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the player ratings. Everton 3, Newcastle United 0. What a performance. What a night at Goodison Park. A comprehensive victory for Everton tonight against their so-called Champions League team. That was beautiful, wasn't it? That was absolutely beautiful. We absolutely smashed them to bits, and it felt great. It felt great. Just taking a moment to enjoy it. No, that was beautiful that night. It was when you seen the team that was that we had to put out, how we had to rejig things. Seamus Coleman coming in for his first game, Ashley Young going to right midfield, the Corey going back into centre midfield, Jack Harrison playing centrally. It was absolutely fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic, and we, the goals might have been late, but we thoroughly did it in the second half. Really didn't do anything against us at all, and it was just a fantastic team performance. The whole team really just got the bit between the teeth, and yeah, just when you looked at the first half, there was a few little, the passing wasn't great, and that caught us a couple of times, but second half we just kept on going. We just looked fitter and stronger. I know they've got injuries, but we've got injuries, and we've also got a very small squad. And it just, everyone pulled in the same direction. Tonight. The defence was brilliant. Seamus was just come back and just did what he's always done for us. He was defensively was spot on tonight. And everyone just pulled in the right direction. Bringing on Beto and bringing on Patterson, because we need, obviously Seamus got an injury. They all just did their jobs, and we got our rewards. And for a while, it didn't feel like we were going to get our rewards tonight. Obviously, first half, Don misses a glorious chance. And all, there was other things as well. Just where we should have, we bombarded them at times. They had isolated efforts. We had 6 shots off target and 7 shots off target tonight. They had 3 on target and 7 off target, but we bombarded them, I thought, and it was a fantastic display, and got us out the bottom 3, which is hugely important. Hopefully we can stay out the bottom 3 now, and we can start looking up, and we can start looking towards catching up. The likes of Nottingham Forest, the likes of Bournemouth, the likes of Palace. Get away from that, and with performances like that, we should do, because the last 2 games have proved we're a decent side. We are a decent side, and we've just been missing goals. But tonight the goals all coming. Yeah, it was a good night. It was a good night to be at Goodison Park. It really was. Let's get into the player ratings themselves. Jordan Pickford didn't have too much to do. Made 3 saves. I think one was self-inflicted by, I think it was a Tarkowski who let them get through. There was one early on. But there was nothing nothing massive that he had to make amazing saves. He clearly winds them up. Clearly massively winds them up. And to the point where there was a bit of a scrap at the end, and Pickford was just loving it, wasn't it? He was absolutely loving it, and he came down to the Gladys Street, and yeah, he was. He did his job brilliantly. There's no real issues, as I've said loads of times. There's no real issues anymore with them, and he just wound them up massively, and the fans loved it, and the fans sung, England's #1 and all that kind of thing. So, brilliant from Jordan tonight. So, just for the winding up factor, I'll give him an 8. Seamus Coleman, I mean, what a return. You know, I know he's had to go off in the 67th minute, but what a return to playing. Just, you know, it was effortless, really. It was absolutely effortless. His return to the game. You can just see his heat map here. Not hugely involved as such, but he did his job perfectly. Obviously, the wingers were swapping. He was having to deal with Gordon and having to deal with the other kid, and he did it brilliantly. The only unfortunate bit was he went off in the 67 minutes, obviously with an injury, and probably just taking precautions. 1 interception, 2 tackles, wasn't dribbled past once. Ground duels won 4 out of 4. Aerial duels, he didn't compete in any aerial duels. 33 touches the ball. 67% pass accuracy, but winning 4 ground duels out of 4 on your return from an injury that we all thought was going to finish him off was just shows you. And at the end, he run over to the Gladys Street, and he's, you know, pumping the chest, hitting the badge like he was on Saturday at Forest. I just love it. Love to see it from him, and just give him another contract. Give him another year's contract. What a man to have around the club. What an absolute leader. What a guy to get behind. Just brilliant from Jordan Pickford. So a 7.8 for Seamus Coleman. On the other side, Vitaly Mykolenko, again, really, really solid display from him tonight. Is his heat map. Mostly defensive work around the halfway line, but again, really, really solid. Done his job. Only actually won 2 hours, 5 ground duels, but dribbled past once, but solid. Done his job. Nice and tidy. No issues at all with him again tonight. When, you know, kept their wingers quite quiet. So I'll give Mykolenko a 7.5. The centre backs, James Tarkowski, again, pure beast mode. Just again, you know, wasn't the captain tonight. Obviously given back to Seamus, but again, just winning everything. Only won 4 out of his 2 out of his 4 aerial duels and 2 out of his 5 ground duels, but just a presence, just not, you know, he did have a couple of mistakes in him tonight, but for the main part, just done his job as ever, as in that partnership, and no issues at all. So I'd give him 7.5. Jared Branthwaite, again, classy on the ball, giving us that play. You know, when he's on the ball, he doesn't have any issues at all. He's happy to play it out from the back, happy to make the hard ball to get us going in the midfield. His numbers tonight: 2 out of 2 ground duels, 6 out of 6 aerial duels. What a guy! What an absolute immense talent he is. His heat map for tonight. So again, that left-hand side, dominating that left-hand side. Just, again, immense. This kid's got an immense future in front of him. He can defend. This kid can defend, but has also got a little bit of class about him. And there are shades of John Stones, but just because of his height as well, he dominates the air so well, and he's good on the floor. Like, this is a kid I've always liked. There's something very special about this lad. And Everton are going to have to work really, really hard to keep hold of him and, you know, get good players around them and match his ambitions. Still very early. I know there's talk of him leaving the club, but, I mean, if you want him, anyone wants him, it's 100 million. It's as simple as that. It's 100 million. If you want him, it's 100 million. You know, come with the 100 million, we'll have a chat. If you want to throw Charlison in with the 100 million, that's fine. But at the moment, he's doing absolutely brilliant for us, and long may continue. So, yeah, Jared Branthwaite, an A for me tonight. Just class, just absolute class. That's what the kid is. The kid is class. into the midfield. Adesina Gay, again, listen, were there a few misplaced passes? Yes. Was there a few misplaced shots? Yes. But in terms of, work rate, I mean, that's his heat map all over the pitch, all over it. Apart from really the two boxes. Ground duels weren't great tonight. He only actually won 4 out of 13. Aerial duels 1 out of 1. But again, he just for me, he's all over the pitch. He can be. His passing isn't great. We know his passing isn't great, but he's such a live wire. And he made sure, what I liked about him tonight is he made sure that they early on knew they were in a game. He was making sure he was leaving a few naughty ones on them. I think he got booked on his third sort of, not dodgy foul, but his third one. But I think that Adesina Gay's been great since he got back, and I think there's a level of consistency since he got back in the team. Sorry, I think there's a level of consistency with him as well, which is he does his job. He's not always amazing. His passing can sometimes be a bit dodgy, but people talk about him sometimes like he's like, I don't know, like he's Dross. The guy is all over the pitch. Does a job for Everton. I love him to bits. So I'd give him a 7.2 for tonight. Abdoulaye Doucouré, obviously on the score sheet tonight. Great finish as well. Lovely dummy by McNeil to allow him to score. Well, Jack Harrison obviously winning the ball, putting the ball across, and it was a great little finish to make it 2-0. Yeah, just playing a little bit deeper tonight. That's not really his favourite role. Again, misplacing a few passes. Although his pass accuracy was 91%, which is crazy. 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target. Actually, and 1 shot blocked. He actually probably done better in front of goal tonight as a centre midfielder than he does when he's playing as like the number 10, which is weird. 3 out of 6 ground duels won. One aerial duel, but he lost it. But again, that goal, hugely important. And for a player going back into a position that he's not been playing in, he's been playing obviously more advanced. I thought he did well. Tonight. So obviously getting the goal as well, I would give him 7.6. Ashley Young, I'll be honest, I thought this was like maybe Ashley Young's best performance in an Everton shirt. You can tell he was a winger, because when you see a performance like that, you see it. You see the performance from him. Is his heat map here? So obviously, it's obviously all down the right, isn't it? What more would you expect? But I thought he had a really good game tonight. I thought he kept defensively. I thought he kept them quiet. What we were talking about when we were playing Brighton and we were talking about putting him ahead of Patterson. I think him ahead of Seamus and then ahead of Patterson worked really well in defensively. It worked really well, and I thought he had a really good steady game. Didn't really allow them to have a kick at all, and defensively was probably their best game as well. His best game, sorry. Ground duels, he won 6 out of 12, 1 out of 2 aerial duels. So he's been 50-50 for both of them. Crosses, 5 and 3 of them were accurate, which is really good. Key passes, 2. So I think he's had a really good game there. Actually, probably his best performance in an Everton shirt. Maybe. He's had some up and down games, but I think what he did tonight was he showed how important he is actually to this squad. I know it's really easy to slag him off, and I've done so myself. But I think tonight again showed why he was a really intelligent free transfer. He's played right back, he's played left back, he's played right midfield tonight, and that shows the versatility of him and why he's been really important. To pick him up for nothing, whether he's 38 or not, the manager obviously massively trusts him, and He's quite steady. Sometimes he looks like a 38-year-old, but I thought tonight he did really, really well. So a 7.7 for Ashley Young. Someone just reminded me that, yes, the tackle, by the way, by Tarkowski in the first half, I think it was on Bruno Gomes, was it? The block tackle. Oh, chef's kiss. That was beautiful. That was proper beautiful. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Dwight McNeil, Dwight McMessi, Dwight McFigo, whatever you want to call this young man, I love him now because he is a Spider-Man lover, and if he's a Spider-Man lover, then I love him. If he told me he was a Spider-Man lover when he first signed, then I would have never given him any kind of grief whatsoever. But now that I know he's a Spider-Man fan, I will forever have there will be a place in my heart forever for Dwight McNeil. But listen, do you know what? He had a chance in the first half, quite similar to his goal, where he just picked the ball up and ran, and the shot wasn't great. It just was not great. But when it went, I was just like, how did you not get that on target? But second half, he wins the ball off Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier does the complete air kick, and Dwight McNeil just keeps running, and boom, just smashes it past the goalkeeper. And I think we talked about this the other day, about the confidence on the player ratings of the day. The confidence. When he's confident, he just swings that left foot. And things happen. And tonight he just smashed it into the Gladys Street. Am I right in thinking that's only his second goal at the Gladys Street, and both of them have been against Newcastle? Am I right in thinking that? Let me know. I think I'm right. I think that's only his second goal at Gladys Street. The other one was against Newcastle. I see it was a corner that went straight in. But you can just look at his heat map here. Obviously, massively on the left. Few moments he came in on the left foot. Doesn't like to really use that right foot. But why use a right foot? Maradona never used his right foot. Messi doesn't use his right foot. And neither does Dwight McMessi. Why would you have to? But it was a great goal at the right time. Good pressing to steal the ball off Trippier. And he smashed it in to give Everton the lead. He obviously had a great dummy for the... did he actually pick up an assist for that? Are you messing? He got the assist for the second goal. That's amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Amazing stuff that he got an assist, a complete air kick, but brilliant from Dwight McNeil. A goal and assist, worked his bollocks off. Looks to be back in the groove now. Been saying for weeks needed to just up his game a little bit. He certainly has done in the last 2 games. He looks a lot more confident. It's probably because he's in the later stages of Spider-Man 2, which I've completed, Dwight. So I'd like to know whether you've actually completed it. I'm pretty much on platinum now for the game. So I'd like to know where you are in the game, and let's be friends. Let's be friends. That's what I say. That's what I say. Yeah. So Dwight McNeil, 8.5 for this game. Excellent stuff. On the other side, in the centre, Jack Harrison. I thought first half he played really, really well. And then he drifted out of the game a little bit in the second half, just in the middle part of the second half. I think one of the small issues with Jack Harrison tonight was he started to drop a little bit too deep when we didn't need him to. And then when we needed him to, he didn't quite know where to go. But again, I thought this was probably... This was one of his better games. Yes, I have completed Red Dead 2. God, my God. What's wrong with you people? Of course I've completed it. And Arthur got a really nice ending as well. None of this Arthur's a bastard stuff. He got a proper good ending with like the wolf and everything. You know what I'm talking about. Jack Harrison, and obviously for the second goal, won the ball, got it into the box, put a good ball in the box. And again, he's He's been involved in another goal. Whether he's got the assist, he hasn't actually officially got the assist, but he has got the assist. For us, in our hearts, he's got the assist. He got the assist on Saturday in our hearts, not in reality, but in our hearts. So again, Jack Harrison done really well today in a position which is no, I haven't 100% completed Red Dead. There's loads to do. I could still be playing it today. Don't be stupid. So Jack Harrison, yeah, again, great to see him involved in the goals. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Jack Harrison 7.9, and up front, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Listen, big miss in the first half. He really should have done better. Let's just have a look up. That's his heat map. Why can't I say heat map? Heat map. So there you can see he's involved in. I mean, his heat map looks like, I don't know, COVID or something. Should have really put us in the lead in the first half. But listen, he softened them up for Beto. That's all you can say. He softened them up for Beto. Should he have done better? Yes. Did he miss a big chance? Yes. Was it his greatest game? No. But it was good to have him in the side. It's good to have two centre forwards. He only actually won 4 out of his 10 ground duels, but he did win 7 out of his 11 aerial duels, which is most important. So I would give Dom a 7.1 for tonight's performance. Wasn't vintage Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but listen, was part of a team that beat Newcastle 3-0, and that's all I care about. The subs, Nathan Patterson obviously had to come on in the 67th minute, so we ended up playing over 33 minutes because there was like 10 minutes added on, which was mad. Didn't have loads to do in the game. One ground duel, which he didn't win. He didn't have to do anything else defensively. 2 clearances. My God, he was on for like half an hour and he had 8 touches. That shows you how well we defended. For the most part, that Nathan Patterson barely touched the ball in 30 minutes. So, yeah, I'll give him a 7. Whatever. I'm being generous. No, hang on. Sorry. Right. Dominic Calvert-Lewin didn't do nothing. He missed 1 sitter, but he didn't do nothing. He I'm not even... Yeah, whatever. You sort of just need to be there and watch the game and understand, that a centre forward's job is to move the defenders round, and it's not just about putting the ball in the back of the net. Putting the ball in the back of the net is a major important thing of it, but when you're playing up on your own, it's important that you keep the centre backs occupied and you do your job, and he did that tonight. Was it amazing? No. So, calm down. Beto, absolutely delighted to see Beto come on and score. Great to see him come on for Dom. Great to see him get his goal. I must admit, I did think he was offside, and it was no shock to me that it went to VAR. But I was absolutely delighted that it was given. I'll have to watch it again. From like different angles, just because I've only really saw it in real time while I was at the game, obviously. I thought he just looked like he was offside but obviously his run was brilliant. So fair play. And that whole move, by the way, was, what was it? 27? Was it 27 passes for that goal? By the way, 27 passes, something like that. I'm sure I've seen someone say it was 27 passes. But just delighted that it was given because it calmed everyone down. Made the score better, and obviously Beto got his first goal in the Premier League at the Gladys Street in a 3-0 win. It was perfecto. So fair play to him, making things happen, and he got his goal. And 30 passes, was it? Someone says 30, someone says 33. I saw 27 on Twitter, so 30. People are saying 30. It was a lot of passes, more than we normally get. A lot of people saying 30. Fantastic, great finish. Showed great strength, a great run. And again, the other day when my player ratings about when he gets on a run, he's a different player to when he's got his back to goal. And the manager did say the other day when he was asked the question about them being similar, he was like, no, they're not similar. So they have different skill sets. And he showed that. When he gets on a run, he's hard to knock off. And he showed that for the goal. So, brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant for him to get a goal tonight. 7.8 because he scored the goal. And that's all that really matters, isn't it? So, yeah, brilliant victory. Loads of olays for the goal. Olays for Beto as well. But just a great night. Getting out the bottom three. Starting to look up. 2 wins out of 3 since we obviously were handed the punishment. We look a team really on it. And fair play to Sean Dyche. He has turned this ship round massively. So absolutely all credit goes to the manager. And you look at the quality of, you look where we were the last time we played Newcastle. That night we were destroyed and we were absolutely awful that night. But to see us come on like we have is full credit to the manager and to the players for really getting the bit between the teeth. The manager sets the style that helps us create the chances, and the players make full use of it. It's not always not. I wouldn't say like it's not like football. I don't sit there on this. It's terrible football. It mightn't be for everyone's taste, but it gets the most out of all of our players. Really, it really does. And what it means is when players drop out and other players come in, it probably makes it a lot easier for them to do it, especially as it's quite a small squad and we don't have that many to choose from. So the players really look like they've got the bit between the teeth at the moment. So it's full credit to all them, absolutely, to the players and to the manager. And the players are growing all the time, and players have gone. Some of these players have gone through absolute like hell in the last couple of years. Like clearly, like Michalenko has developed massively over the course of a couple of seasons, because he's got the experience of going through twice, and he looks so much of a better player because of it. And it's not nice to go through those experiences as a fan, or why we can't beat Chelsea. There's absolutely no reason why we can't beat them on Sunday. And if we can, then we move another step closer to moving away from the relegation zone. So there you go. Make sure you check out Baz's videos. Make sure you join us tomorrow for the final word. We've got a couple of days to enjoy Everton being boss. So make sure you do. And more importantly, lock up your horses. There are seriously dangerous people about. Think of the horses tonight. Thank you very much. See you later.